Hey there guys, this is Code Tutorial for you back with another Leetcode problem. This one's called n repeated element in size 2n array. So it says you are given an integer array nums with the following properties. Nums length is equal to 2 times n. Nums contains n plus 1 unique elements. Exactly one element of nums is repeated n times. Return the element that is repeated n times. So as we can see from the examples, in example 1, nums were given 1, 2, 3, and 3. So as you can see, 3 is the only repeated number, so we are going to return 3. In example 2, nums were given 2, 1, 2, 5, 3, 2. As you can see, the only repeated number in there is going to be 2, so we return 2. In example 3, we're given 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4. 5 is the only repeated number, so we are going to return 5. So to solve this, we're going to use Hashmap. This will give us the ability, once we see the frequency or the count of the numbers in the array, if there's a count or frequency greater than 1, that's the number that we are going to return. So first we have to initialize the map. The map with the key being an int and also the value being an int. And we're going to name it MP map for short. And then we're going to initialize the variable where we're going to keep that repeated number. We're going to initialize it to 0. So what we have to do next is we have to iterate through the input vector, which is called nums. And the way we do that is we're going to do a for loop. Next, we have to increment the count of I in the map. And the way we do that is we get the name of the map, we put it in brackets inside, we put the I, which is I is the elements that we're going to be going through, and we increment each time we come across that element, and that's how we get the frequency or the count of the element. And next, what we're going to do is check if the count of I is greater than 1. So once we check if the count of I is greater than 1, if the count is greater than 1, that means that it is the repeated number in the vector of int nums. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to use an if statement. And we're going to check the map. So if that element of map, if the count is greater than 1, we are going to assign that element to the variable we initialized earlier called ants. And once we have found that repeated number, since there's only one repeated number, then we're just going to break from this for loop, and then we are just going to return our number, and that is in variable ants. So again, I passed the test cases. I'm going to go to this tab for some visualization. As you can see, we initialized with our map called map, MP for short. And we'll also initialize ants, the variable where we're going to keep the number that is repeated. So we iterated through the nums using the for loop, and we incremented the count of I in the map. As you can see, after process 1, this count of 1 is 1. After processing 2, numbers 1 and 2 only have a count of 1 each. After process 3, as you can see, 1, 2, and 3 have a count of 1. And then after processing 3 another time, we have a count of a 1 and for 2 and 1, and we have a count of 2 for the number 3. So then after processing 1, we saw there's no break. After processing 2, there's no break. After processing 3, there's no break since they are all currently just having a count of 1. But after processing the last 3, we see that it has a count of 2, so there is a break. So we set the number and break out of the loop. As you can see, 3 is in ants, and then we just return the answer, which was 3 in this particular example. If you want more coding solutions, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.